Hey class, it's Mrs. Gilling back here again, and I am excited to introduce you to your Unit 3 project. And this right here is your Unit 3 video assignment. Before we go into your project details, I want to go to the joke of the unit. Okay, this one's a picture, it's a good one. Why did Waldo go to therapy? To find himself. Get it? Where's Waldo? He's lost, gotta find himself. Woo! That's a knee slapper right there. Alright, you know you love my jokes. You know it. You know it. Alright, well, let's move on to your project requirements. So here's the prompts. Your assignment. Write an essay on daily life in these three broad categories of society. Pre-industrial societies, industrial societies, post-industrial societies. Include information on subsistence strategies and social structures. Write 5 complete paragraphs. So that's what your course tells you to do. I'm actually going to give you 2 options. Let's start with the writing option, and then I'll tell you your other option. So first is option number 1, it's your writing option. So you need to start with a solid introduction with a thesis statement and overview. I need to know based off your introduction that you're talking about these different societies, these different groups of societies, and that you're going to be talking about their subsistence strategies and their social structures. So you want to have a good thesis statement that lets me know that, and then give me an overview of the 3 main things you're going to talk about. So let me know that you're going to talk about pre-industrial societies, post-industrial societies, and industrial societies. So that's what you need to include in that introduction. You need to write 1 body paragraph about what daily life is like in a pre-industrial society. So a little key point here. In the past, a lot of students, when they write this essay, they talk about pre-industrial societies as if they're in the past. Now, most of them were in the past. That's why we think we think, we live in an industrial world now, but there's actually pre-industrial societies today that still function in that manner. Maybe not here in the United States, but in other parts of the world, there are pre-industrial societies still. So please don't write your essay in the past tense. Focus it on what living in this type of society is like today. I don't want it to be a fact sheet. I want to know what daily life is really like for people in these societies. So you need to make sure to include the subsistence strategies they use. In other words, how do they get their food? Are they hunter and gatherers? Do they make money and go to the store and buy their food? What are they doing to get their food? What are their subsistence strategies? How do they survive? I also need to know what their social structures look like. So who's in charge? Is one person in charge and everyone follows? Do people live in family units? How does that all work? What's their social structure like? So pre-industrial society. You also need to write 1 body paragraph about what daily life is like in an industrial society. And again, not past tense. There's still industrial societies today. Just like the other one, what subsistence strategies do they use? Where are they getting their food? And what's their social structure like? And then a body paragraph about what daily life is like in a post-industrial society. So make sure to talk about daily life. What is it kind of like when you wake up in the morning? What are you doing throughout the day? And make sure to include subsistence strategies, where they get their food, and social structure. What's their social structure like? And then have a solid conclusion where you restate your thesis statement and your 3 main points. So pretty straightforward. That's your writing option. Now, if you're someone you're like, oh man, we write a lot of essays in sociology, I don't want to do that, I do have another option for you. You're going to address the same material, but you're going to put it in a slideshow. So you need to make sure to have a title slide. So put your name on the title slide, the title of your slideshow, so something about societies. And then you're going to have an introduction slide where you're going to essentially give your thesis statement and 3 main points. You're going to, in a short slide, tell the viewer what your essay is about, what your slideshow is about. Then you're going to have 1 slide about daily life in a pre-industrial society, and make sure to let the reader know what their subsistence strategies are and their social structures. So you could have, the title of that first one would be Life in a Pre-Industrial Society, and then you could have 1 bullet point that talks about subsistence strategy and another that talks about social structures. And then you're going to do the same thing for the other societies. In industrial society, you'll have a slide that talks about subsistence strategies and social structures, and post-industrial society, you'll have another slide that talks about subsistence strategies and social structures. And then you're going to have a concluding slide that just sums everything up. Restate your thesis statement, remind the reader what your topic was about, and then review your 3 main points briefly with them. And that's it. You also, since you're doing the slideshows are kind of boring if it's just words. on a slide. So you need to include at least 3 pictures in your slideshow. Have fun with it, enjoy it, but that's your option. So either write the essay, option number 1, or you can do the slideshow. I don't have a preference either way. Whatever you want to do works for me. If you need some help, you can find all the information for these on textbook pages 62 to 67. That should let you know what you're looking at. But it lists each of the subsistence, at least lists each of the different types of societies, the categories, and it talks about all of that information. So you shouldn't have to do a ton of outside research for this. It's all right there. You just need to analyze it, break it down, and let the reader know what you're looking at. If you have any questions at all, like always, feel free to email me or call me or come to my live office sessions. I'm there to help you. But other than that, good luck, and I'm looking forward to reading your essays or looking at your slideshows. Have a great week, guys.